Now, President Biden speaking with China's president on the phone this morning. This was the fifth call between the two leaders since Biden took office. This while tensions are simmering over issues like the economy and Taiwan. NBC News White House correspondent Carol Lee is joining us now. So, Carol, what do we know here? How'd that call go?
Well, we know, Aaron, that it took more than 2 hours, 2 hours and 17 minutes to be exact. So a rather lengthy phone call between President Biden and President Xi. And according to the White House, they discussed ways to responsibly manage their differences, of which there are many. And I'll read you part of the White House's readout on this. They said the two presidents discussed a range of issues important to the bilateral relationship and other regional and global issues, and tasked their teams to continue following up on today's conversation, in particular to address climate change and health security. So the White House really emphasizing some areas in which they may be able to work together in the future, but also in the readout saying that they discussed Taiwan, and that when it came to that issue, the president reiterated that there's no change in U.S. policy. You know, he signaled potentially some shifting in longtime U.S. policy towards Taiwan and China's relationship there, but saying that he made clear to President Xi that there is no change in policy, but that they oppose any unilateral efforts to try to change the status quo. They're expressing some concerns about security there.
You know, Carol, another tricky issue that we're looking at this week, House Speaker Nancy Pelosi considering a visit to Taiwan. What's the White House saying about that potential visit?
Well, they're really trying to downplay any concerns that they have, and they do have concerns. They're keeping those very private. They're saying things like, well, the speaker hasn't announced her trip yet, so we can't really weigh in on this. However, they're also saying that they are providing, as they would for any trip overseas that the Speaker of the House might take, providing guidance, information, things like that. So there is coordination or discussion between the White House and the Speaker Pelosi's office on this, but we know that behind the scenes, there are a number of concerns that administration officials have. And even publicly, President Biden said last week when he was asked about this that the military has told him that they don't believe that now is the right time for this trip.
All right, Carol Lee at the White House for us today. Carol, thank you.
Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Follow today's top stories and breaking news by downloading the NBC News app.